on this issue of protest? How will it go? Are you calling for peace?
I want to say this. The last time we had an event of the magnitude of the 20th was the swearing in of Raila at Uhuru Park. And Trevor, history will bear me witness that, in fact, immediately that ceremony ended, every single person in Uhuru Park went back home. Without touching anybody's property, without injuring anyone, everybody went back home. I can assure Kenyans that the exercise of this right is an act of validation of those rights. And we are not going to give them up. Even if there was dialogue, dialogue can happen there and people are still protesting. I am assuring you, Trevor, that even if we conclude our events on the 20th, there will be other protests. Other people will be protesting about other things, and it is their right. Number two, we are in agreement with Mheshimiwa Mwangangi here on the question of the support for devolution, because we both coalitions promised that in the event they captured power, they would increase the devolution allocation by 35%. It was in the Kenya Kwanza manifesto, it was in our manifesto. We are not seeing that because the Commission on Revenue Allocation is the one that proposed this figure of about 425, if I'm not wrong. Because of the parameters that are set, they are the people, the experts, who know what the shareable revenue should be. In fact, this figure that Halwale is throwing around of 380 came from Gachagua. And he said it doesn't matter what you do, this money is not going to be more. There's a problem with even the disbursement after that allocation. There is no guarantee that you will receive money, because what they have done is that they have changed, even in the budget policy statement, they are saying you will not be receiving money according to budget. You will be receiving when they receive. That after collection, they can send you a little bit. The counties have not received money, Trevor, from December. And it is a very, very sad situation, because we sit there with them. They come, yes, they come before us at the Parliamentary Accounts Committee, the committee for, the Senate committee, and they tell us these stories and we don't know what to do. I have received your message from the people of Ukambani on the Nairobi Rivers Commission. On the Nairobi Rivers Cleanliness, you know my position on the commission that was set up by the current administration to deal with the question of pollution in Nairobi Rivers. I thought that just given the names that were put in that commission, there was no seriousness on the part of government to do anything serious about Nairobi, the cleanliness of Nairobi Rivers. And I can assure you, all these people you are saying are my people in Nairobi. Some of them are yours. Because there is a very large population. Nairobi is for everyone. Nairobi is for everyone. There are people from Ukambani, there are people from Western. So you should not take it that, yes, they are all my people, but they are also your people. We also have a responsibility even with you, when you are growing that food for the capital, to know that even your relatives are here. Lastly, Trevor, we will be giving a media briefing tomorrow as the leadership of Nairobi on the preparations for 20th. We want to assure people so that people can rest easy. We are the people who know this maandamano. We know this thing called the Constitution. In fact, Trevor, you are aware that as the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy, when the then government used to play these same games with us, we went to court so that the court can give us guidelines or guardrails on how to exercise the rights under Article 37. We have that blueprint that was given to us by the High Court on how to successfully undertake maandamano. That is the blueprint from the High Court. It's not Sifuna's blueprint. That is what we're going to implement. I heard the president saying, putting responsibilities on us that are supposed to be the responsibility of the police. The High Court clearly delineated the responsibilities and roles of the organizers of maandamano, and the responsibilities and duties of and the rights of the people who are in the security services, which is why I have called, and we will be writing to all those agencies. We will write to the head of traffic in Nairobi to inform him which roads are going to be affected. We will write to the governor. I have told him I expect that we will receive visitors with dignity, as it were Ibishe. We want clean public toilets in Nairobi so that people can use them. We want water faucets, running water in Nairobi. We want ambulances, because even when we have events, even if it's a bike race, even if it is a cookout in Nairobi, a rugby game, you always see an ambulance there because somebody can faint because of exhaustion. Yeah. So when we ask for these things, they are our rights. They are not favors. We know our responsibility and we are prepared. I have said this time and time again. Every single action that we take, we are aware of the legal and political consequences, and we are ready for those consequences.
Okay.